Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to be continuing our journey on MapKit in SwiftUI, and we're going to explore onMapCameraChange modifier. With the help of onMapCameraChange modifier, we can execute actions while the user is panning or zooming in the map. This modifier provides us the ability to react to camera changes and also grants access to the map camera update context information, which contains the details about the framed area, the visible region that we are looking at. Let's dive a little bit deep into this. We'll implement an address lookup feature, and to achieve this, we will actually retrieve the center coordinate of the map and convert these coordinates into an address string using CLGeocoder. CL stands for code location. Let's start by adding a state property called address in the map detail view, and we'll store the converted address in this property. So we'll go all the way in the top, right underneath the SF place. We are going to add a state property. This is going to be a string type, and it's going to be initialized with an empty string. Let's use this opportunity to move our other state property up as well. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to display a pin at the center of the screen on the map. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our map and we're going to add an overlay. Now this overlay is going to show an image, and this image is pin.fill. Let's set the font as large title, and let's also set the foreground style as orange.gradient. Alright, so you have this pin on the center of the map, and as you can see, as you move around, the pin stays just as is. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this pin to basically help user locate the center of the screen, and wherever the pin is dropped, we can actually get the address for that location. Okay, next we'll basically add an onMapCameraChange modifier. This modifier takes two parameters: frequency, which is basically the map camera update frequency type, and its value determines how the closure should be invoked during the map framing interaction, basically when the map is moving around. Now this can be on-ended, basically when the map framing is ended, to execute the interaction and complete the interaction at that time, or continuous, basically executing the closure as the map is moving around. So that's your frequency parameter. The other parameter is action. Now this is a closure that executes the camera frame changes. This closure retrieves the map camera update context value, which contains the information about the camera. Okay, we'll update the camera position using the new region information that is provided in the map camera update context, and update the camera position for the map. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the onMapCameraChange. So we're going to add that right underneath the map style. And what we're going to do is we're going to simply use the default implementation, which actually gives us access to the context. And this means that anytime the map closure, which is this closure, is going to be executed when the framing is ended. Basically the framing has ended. That is the default value for the map camera change frequency parameter. Okay, so we're going to take our camera and we're going to say update the camera with new camera position, and the region is going to come from the context.region. Okay, so as user is moving around, basically map is going to receive all the updates, and the wherever this pin is, wherever the center is, that information is going to be contained in the context, and we're going to use that to update the camera position for the map itself. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to keep a track of where the center position for the map is, and we'll use that information to retrieve the address for the center of the screen. Okay, now let's incorporate an H stack within the bottom area using safe area inset to display the center coordinate onto the screen. Okay, so right underneath the navigation title, we're going to have safe area inset, and we're going to say this is going to be at the bottom. All right, for the edge, and for the content, we are going to display an H stack. This H stack is going to basically get the region, so current region from camera dot region. And if we can fetch this information, we can actually draw a text view, and inside this we're gonna show the latitude and longitude. So I'm gonna copy this, paste it right here, and longitude like that. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the frame with max width as infinity. We're gonna add some padding and a background of thin material. All right, so as you can see, we have this location right here, the bottom of the padding, where we can see the Apple map and all the legal links, but we can also see the coordinates where our center is located. And as you can see, as we are moving around, there's nothing that's being displayed there, and as soon as I drop, we can see the address information, or the coordinate at least, for that location. Okay, so we can actually fetch the coordinate from this, and now we can use this coordinate to basically look up the address, the string address, the human readable address information from the CLGeocoder reverse geocode location function. Okay, so we'll basically write a private function called lookup current location, and using CLGeocoder's reverse geocode location function, we'll convert the coordinate information that you can see right here into something called CLPlaceMark. Now CLPlaceMark object contains the details about the coordinate, street, city, name, and country information about that particular location. So we're gonna leverage that, and we're gonna actually fetch that information and show the address, the actual address, right here at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and write a private function for this. This is going to be an async function returning CLPlaceMark type, and this is going to be an optional. And we're going to say if let the current region, if we can actually get the current region from camera.region, then we want to first create a geocoder object, CLGeocoder. This is a class that we're going to use to create an object, and then we're going to basically get the location, CL location, and CL location takes the latitude and longitude, so we're going to use that override, and essentially we're going to pass the current region dot center dot latitude and current region dot center dot longitude information. Okay, so this is gonna give us the location value, and we're gonna use this location value to get the place marks. So place marks, so we're gonna get the place marks, and we're gonna do try await on geocoder, and we're gonna use the function called reverse geocode location, which actually takes the location, Okay, and we're going to pass our location object that we have just created right here for the CL location. Okay, and we're going to basically wait for, like, we're going to await on the results. Now there can be, like, more than one place marks that would be returned, so we want to just return the first one. So place marks dot first. Okay, now in case, like, the region is basically nil, we're going to return a nil here. So if we cannot fetch the region information, then we're going to simply return a nil. Okay, next we will add an onChange observer to the camera, so we can invoke the lookup current location function to obtain the new address information. Let's also update the safe area inset to display the address text view instead of showing the coordinates. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in the map, and we're going to basically add an onChange, and we're going to change onChange off camera. So we're going to observe the camera, and this is going to give us basically the old value and the new value. We are not interested in any of these, so we're just going to say underscore for both, and then we're going to create a task block. Okay, so we can run our async function inside this, and we're going to say if let location await lookup current location. If we can actually get the location information, right? If the CL place mark is not null, in that case, we want to get the address. So address is going to be, first of all, address is emptied out. So if there's any previous address that's been stored, we're going to empty that out. Then we're going to say address plus equal location dot name. And if this is nil, just put empty string. Address plus equal, add a space, address plus equal location dot locality, and if this is nil, just replace it with an empty string, nil coalescing. Okay, all right, so we have basically our on camera change, and now we are updating the address state property, which is defined right here, with the fetched address information. Now we are not displaying it anywhere, so let's go ahead and comment this code out and put a text view here, and we're going to display the address instead. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and move around in the map, and let's see if we can actually get a real address. So let's go somewhere nearby. So this is all Presidio. Let's go in the city. Actually, this might be an address. Okay, so as you can see now, we are getting a better address string. So this is how you can create your own address lookup using some simple modifiers and using the capabilities provided by MapKit. Okay, with that, we have reached the end of this video, and in the next video, we're going to continue to explore a little bit more about the MapKit and SwiftUI. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.